Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing good while you're watching my video. Today I'm gonna share with you this cake. It's a cinnamon and pecan praline cake. So I hope you like it and enjoy this video. So first thing I'm gonna make is the praline. I have 300 grams of pecan and 300 grams of caster sugar. So I'm gonna put them together in a heat and medium heat and just keep stirring them. You don't have to do that. You can melt the sugar, caramelize it before you put the nuts. Also you can use any nuts. So if you do this method, you may have to make sure that you actually stay in the kitchen. I just left the kitchen for a couple of minutes and some of them got burned, so you have to keep stirring the whole time. So while it's all caramelized, you just have a baking sheet that is already in the surface and just put the whole thing and try to flatten it and leave it to cool down. So when it's cooled down and it's become hard, as you can see, I broke it to pieces and I removed the ones that got burned. And I'm just gonna put them in the mixer straight away and I keep mixing them or blend them together until I have a soft paste. Just keep going until you reach the paste texture that you want. As you can see, I left it like that. If you want it more smooth, you can keep going until it's more smoother and more runnier. And as I said, you can use any nuts you want. I use pecan because it goes nice with the cinnamon. There you have it. You can put it in a jar and you can use it anytime you want. For the cake, I have 300 grams of soft butter and 300 grams of caster sugar, and I'm gonna blend them together and I'm gonna beat them together for about 4 minutes or until the butter becomes white and creamy. And while it's mixing, I have 5 eggs and I'm gonna add one by one. Just make sure you mix it from time to time so that the sides can be mixed together, so it won't be like some of it is still buttery. Just beat it a little bit more and then I'm gonna add 300 grams of self-raising flour. I have a teaspoon of cinnamon powder and a quarter of a teaspoon of vanilla. Don't forget a pinch of salt as well. So the cinnamon you can use according to taste. I'm just gonna mix it a little bit more and then I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of milk, cold milk, and I have 4 molds, cinnamon 9 inches silicone molds, already put butter on them. I'm just gonna divide the mixture between them and I'm gonna put them to cook for 180 degrees in the oven for about 15 minutes, or depend on the temperature and depend on your oven really. So after the cake is done, I'm gonna make the cream. I have 250 grams of mascarpone. I just beat it a little bit and then I'm gonna add about 600 ml of double cream, and I'm not gonna add too much icing sugar because the praline is very sweet, so I'm just gonna put 100 grams of icing sugar, and I'm gonna add a little bit of the cinnamon powder, and I also have this flavor, it's cinnamon roll flavor. So the cinnamon powder is according to your taste. I put some and then I tried it and I added a little bit more. That's it, and you just beat it up until it's become nice and soft and creamy. So I have the cake here ready. I put the first layer and I'm gonna put a little bit of cold milk I like to do this just to keep the cake moist. So it's white cake, so I'm using milk. If it's chocolate cake, you can use milk with chocolate in it, or you can use syrup as well. So there's the cream. I'm gonna put a layer of the cream on top of the cake. And then I have the praline in the bag, and I'm just gonna put a layer of it on top of the cream. And after that, I'm gonna put the next layer and keep going until all my 4 layers are done. So keep going with the layers until all the layers you made are done. When you're done, I'm just gonna cover the cake with the first layer of the cream. It was really hot, so I had to put a little bit of the cream because the cake was moving all over the place, and then I had to put it on the fridge until it's firm a little bit, and then I continue with the rest of the cake. So there we go. After it's set a little bit, I just added another thick layer of the cream. So that was the next morning. I like to make like the cake in the evening and just finish it off in the morning so it can be nice and set and doesn't move and stuff. So after that, I'm just gonna try to fix it a little bit and just try to make it level. And just remove the excess of the cream. So here I'm just gonna use this thing to actually just make like a snail design. So just go from the middle and then keep turning around until you reach the end. You can use those with any knife or something. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of those stars. I'm gonna put in each side, and then until I make 8 or whatever how about the cake it is. So that one wasn't good, so I just removed it and made another one. So I also made 150 grams of pecan like separately with 150 grams of sugar, and I made the same thing. I just broke them to pieces, the praline, and I'm just gonna use them to decorate with. So I'm just gonna use them between each cream flour. And the rest of them I just put them in the bag and just break them down to small pieces, and I'm gonna use them to decorate the bottom of the cake. So now I'm just gonna take the cake and try to go around the bottom, just trying to make it cover the bottom part of the cake. That's it, keep going until I'm done, and then I'm gonna take a small knife, or just try to press them into the cake and just tidy it up a little bit on the bottom. And there you have it. This is today's cake. Thank you for watching, and I hope I see you again in my videos again very soon. Thank you.